Welcome to the Old Okie Workshop. I'm Richard. Today let's talk shallow drawers. Most chests of drawers and tool chests that you find, that you buy, you find that the drawers, in my opinion, are way too deep. They're 3-4 inches deep, maybe 5 inches deep, and you don't need drawers anywhere near that deep to store most tools. A pair of pliers, crescent wrench, opened in, boxed in, combination wrenches, that sort of stuff. Some of those are only about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. Even a hammer only requires about 1.25 inches space to lay down in a drawer. And so there's no sense in having these very deep drawers. And if you're going to store hardware, small hardware, you know, 632, 1032 screws and that sort of thing, you can make little boxes that'll fit in drawers that are anywhere from a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch deep, maybe even 1 inch. So you can store lots of stuff in shallow drawers. So that's how I made my workbench. Let's take a look. Here's a workbench I made many years ago. It's got way shallow drawers to it, storing hardware and stuff like that. So let's take a look at how those are built. So here's one of the top drawers in the workbench. This has got 4, 6, 8, 10, 32 screws in it in little boxes. I've got a video on how to make these little boxes too, by the way. So then come more wooden boxes with generally 1/4 inch type stuff, and then miscellaneous type of hardware here, screw eyes and what have you, and then finally some more hardware in this box drawer with these boxes down here. So let's take a closer look at how these things are actually made. So the construction of this drawer could not be more simple. It is simply a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, and the sides and the back and the front are simply glued down, nailed down from underneath actually on this thing, and presto, you've got a drawer. This design has a false front on it, and this provides right here, this provides on this side and this side, provides a stop for where the drawer goes into the carcass. And one more thing about this workbench is deep. It's about 30 inches deep, and 30-inch deep drawers are no good because when you pull them out, it seems like you're backing up in the next county before you get the whole thing pulled out. So I made this, I don't know what this is, maybe 20 inches deep, or it could be 24 inches deep, I don't know. And but the bottom here goes way back, and that allows this to be a full extension drawer. So in other words, I'm going to put this thing in like so. Goes in this slot, okay. And then pull the drawer out. There you go. Comes all the way out, and it could, you know, could come out further, but comes out that far, and you can get to everything in the drawer. So it's a full extension design as well. So I pulled all these drawers out to give you an idea how the slots are made for the guides on the side. They're just simply strips of wood that are put on there with the thickness proper for the for sliding the drawer in. Now, as you can see, they get a little bit thicker as we go down. And for some reason or another, I don't remember why, because I built this like 30-40 years ago. So this is the top drawer. It's on the bottom here, but that's the 1/2 inch. And then I got a little piece of, looks like 1/4 inch scabbed onto that. Something a little thicker, something a little thicker. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, the sides get a little bit thicker there. And so the slot needs to be a little bit wider for those to go in. I've always loved the feel of these wooden drawer slides like this. You get yourself some Johnson's wax, put it on the bottom. You can also use beeswax, that works quite well. You can spray on silicone too, but I want to warn you, if you spray on silicone, you better take this outside, because if you spray on any silicone and it gets down on the floor, this is a painted floor, it becomes so slick and slippery and it's hard to clean it up. So anyway, beeswax or Johnson's wax on the drawer here as well as on the slide. Makes it slide really, really nice. Now, I don't like having to pull the drawer. You know, there's some resistance to that. It's not too bad. When they start to get heavy, though, it becomes more difficult. When we get on down to the lower drawers, I like to use these KB drawer slides because they just glide so nicely. You can make these full extension as well because of the fact that this drawer, the back of it's right here. So that's, you know, it's almost a full extension. Yeah, not much in that one. So anyway, that's what I'm doing down on the lower drawers because I just like it to roll in and out real easily, and they can be deeper as well. Here's another set of shallow drawers in another workbench. Things that draw and measure in this drawer. Okay, things that drive, screws, and cut are in this drawer, so I've got some knives and things like that. And then things that grip are in this drawer, and those are shallow drawers. And then when I get down here, I've got the things that fit hexagons are in this drawer. So when I get down there, I'm using those nicely rolling KB drawer slides, which also, when you put them in, you can put them at an angle and they wind up being self-closing because, see, just like goes downhill when you want it to go back in. So that's cool. So that's a way to make shallow drawers to make more efficient use of your vertical space in your workbench drawers.